So the question is looking at how the Guru's wisdom has changed so much over time, or more accurately, how our understanding of the Guru's wisdom has changed over time. Why are we in this state now? Is this all part of the Guru's play? The answer is always that everything is part of Hukam. Absolutely everything is a part of Hukam. But Gurbani, I don't believe, has ever seen this as something that's a distant knowledge that has been perfect at one time and now we've somehow lost this knowledge. Gurbani in fact says that this knowledge is always going to be rare. Gurbani always says that only a few people understand this, only a few people ever get this knowledge deep within them. That's part of Hukam as well. That's part of Gur Prasad as well. That very few people will understand this, very few people will really have the depth to appreciate this and get this knowledge and live by this and really taste it and experience the oneness. So I don't believe that this is something that has changed over time. The Guru certainly hasn't changed over time. The wisdom hasn't changed over time. The way we access the Guru hasn't changed over time. But this is something that no matter how much effort you put in, at some point, the Guru's grace is ultimately what we are reliant on. That this knowledge somehow, somewhere, has to come in and really change the way we think. Now the problem is that in today's Sikhi, we have created lots of shortcuts. Because our lives are so busy, we don't have time to dedicate the way the students had to dedicate in the old days. We don't make time for these things. So we have to ask ourselves the question, how do I make more time to learn this wisdom? How do I spend more time absorbing this wisdom? And that's a very personal question that only we can answer for ourselves. What can you do? When you're sitting on the train for an hour going to work, can you be doing something? Can you be listening to lectures? Can you be reading Gurbani? Can you be trying to learn? Can you be using your spare time to do that? Where you go out in the evening to have a great meal with your friends and family, could you be going out with other people where you could be learning? The question is, how serious are you to learn? The question is, do you want to see what the Guru has to show you? Do you actually want to taste that experience that the Guru is waiting for you to have? Or do you not want to? If you do want to, the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. If you only want to be someone who is seen to make an appearance in the Gurdwara every Sunday, just so that everyone else knows that you've turned up, then don't expect to get everything that the Guru has. Look at the size of Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Look at the volume. Look at the amount of wisdom that's in there. What do you think you're going to get from not even paying attention and just sitting in the Gurdwara for half an hour? What do you think is going to happen? See this as a teacher who's constantly teaching. The more you turn up to the lectures, the more you do the homework, the more you actually practice in the way that the Guru tells you, then it'll work. It's not a fault of the Guru. The fault is always with the student. So, pullan andar sab ko, apul Guru kartar. The mistakes are always within us. The mistake isn't in the teacher.